boom, chicka wow wow. Everybody, afternoon. Well, I guess it is afternoon. I have been busy, 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 busy. So it is just, I'm hoping everything goes technically well today. We had a few technical difficulties yesterday, but that is okay. Lisa Fry with My Mystical Life. And I'm just on for a while today. I want to talk about what our new class is. So as soon as I start to see people on here, we'll start talking about that. Hello! Hello, Donna. So we have a change in what we're doing for class for next week. We were going to do, and this is of course on the boom chicka wow wow. We were going to do a class on seance and table tipping next week, and decided that silly to do that while we were here because we don't have our table here. So we'll be doing that when we get home. And I don't know where we're going to. My audio was so crappy and I couldn't get it tweaked out right. And my son was like, Mom, I'm like, shut up. So, it's all good. Just got out of a stressful coaching meeting for speed skating nationals. Oh, who speed skates? That's so cool. That's so cool. So what are we doing for the next class? And I was sitting here this afternoon and I was meditating. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the elementals class because I really enjoyed doing it. There's so much more information I want to give you guys about it, but there's only so much you can put in. And the history on elementals is so expansive that you can only give this little bit. But I was so enchanted by the information that when I was researching some basic stuff on legend about the Arthurian legend. And I was like, holy crap, I never looked at it like that because we look at the Hollywood aspect of it and we don't look back at the old references in some of the original books that were written, So, and this legend has been around, they say Glastonbury is where it actually occurred, that this was actually, no, we are doing Lemuria. Lemuria is the next class, and that is, cripe, I don't know the date. I don't have it in front of me. I'm so sorry. I should be more in tune. But I'm not. It's okay. I do me. So we are doing Lemuria. And what's really interesting, so I was sitting here meditating today. And I was like, okay, this is right. We need to do this class on Lemuria. It's the perfect time because we're here. We're here, and I actually have a guy calling it that we are on the Isle of Mew is where we're at. And when I meditate, that's where I meditate too, is on Lemuria. And so anyways, I'm going to share this link, you guys. If you guys are not part of what we're talking about, if you're not part of our group, invest the $11 in yourself a month because these are classes that we have coming up and so exciting, so exciting. So that's just a link that'll take you through hey, if you are interested in the newsletter to see what's coming up, all that stuff. I appreciate you guys sharing the link. I really do. Also, if you are sharing the link, you guys make sure you're getting credit for that because I have an affiliate link that I can get you guys. Let me know if you're sharing and you have people that are interested, because then you can get a percentage of that initial sign up fee that a new person does under your name, and you get a little bit of money. So pay for your own membership, you guys. Let's do that. It's awesome. So anyways, when I was meditating, I got to get back. I got to stay on track. As I was meditating this morning, I have my watercolor paper ready so that when I'm offline today, I will actually start drawing. I am supposed to draw out exactly what I'll get you guys. Message me if you guys want the affiliate link. Message me because I have to set it up under your name. It's a specific thing I have to do. I can't just send you a link to do that. I have to send you a specific link. So if you guys want to do that, message me and I will get you guys set up. So I am going to be watercoloring today and drawing what my area in Lemuria looks like. And that is what I'm supposed to have some of these together for this upcoming class next Monday. to be released on Lemuria. And it was so interesting because as I was sitting here, I have all these places that I go, and there's one specific place, a little gazebo that I go to, and then directly beyond it is, let me, I forgot to shut my phone off, and then directly behind that is my Akashic Halls, and there's the Akashic Halls right behind that. And then I have been inside the basement of the Akashic Halls, which I thought was really incredible. And I would actually have to go back and look at my notes to find out what I found down there because I don't remember. But then I have a stream off to the right, and then there's something off on the other side of the stream. But off to the left, there's some type of meeting place. What did we do there? I know we've done a journey to it and I can't remember, but it's like a mausoleum looking thing. And as I was sitting today and I'm like, okay, I've got these things to draw out. That's really great. And I start looking beyond what I normally see because that's what once you get comfortable in your area, that's kind of where you stay. So I'm like, okay, well, what else am I supposed to draw? What else is beyond that? And they started to show me a line of like cedar trees, coniferous trees. And off on the back end of this little mausoleum type of building is this beautiful tree. It is, and to me, it looks like an enormous weeping cherry. It is gorgeous, but crystals are falling off of it. And as I'm like, that is so spectacular. What is that? And I was told that it is part of the seeding of information on the planet. And I was like, oh, so I pulled back, and this is, I pulled back from it, and I will go back, and my hands are kind of shaking talking about it. It's big information for me, and I'm like, wow, that is so incredible. But it's one of the things I'm going to try and draw. I am not good at this. So I'm going to rely heavily on my guides to put things on paper. So aloha, Sandra, aloha. So you guys, like I said earlier, the link is up here if you want. If you're not part of the online membership yet and you want to be involved, for $11 a month, you get 4 classes, a healing meditation, and a guided journey a month. Those are classes that are what I would be teaching in my late bloomers classes. So they are not just like, hey, how you doing? They are hopefully informative and fun, and that's where we really like to revolve. Crystal fruit tree, it sounds like what it is, doesn't it? And we revolve a lot in the joy and the smiles and the fun and having a good time, and we have an online community that we're building that every new person is just an incredible addition. So I'm going to put the link up here again, and then we're going to move on. So who else has been I love that, Patricia. We're gonna go over you guys' meditations. I would love to talk about your guys' meditations today. What have you encountered on your meditations? Now, and I'm not saying, because a lot of people feel as if they weren't successful to meditate if they didn't see something. And I'm here to tell you that if you felt something or heard something or sensed something, then it's something for you. Everybody does this uniquely. Everybody does this differently, perfectly for them on their journey. So what have you experienced on your guys' meditation? What is that wow moment that you went back and go, holy crap, that is not something hey, Brandy, hi, Ricky, is something, I hope you're feeling better, Brandy. I know that you're questionable on your health right now. So lots of healing energy going Brandy's way. She's not feeling very well. So I want to know what your guys' aha and cool moment was on meditation, because I really think we have those moments where we go, holy crap, there's no way I could come up with that. No way. So if everybody could share one time, that'd be fabulous. And I would love that. 2 pieces. And Leslie says she's had her visions of Lemuria too. I was researching because I do like to put history and stuff into these classes and not just what I feel about something. I want people to have facts about them. And I was researching about this last night, and boy, I'll tell you what, science, when history gets scared of something, they start throwing rocks at stuff. It's kind of interesting what we're going to go over on in this class. So anyways, Sue McCarthy says, I met my first guide when I was 8 and it was by the most beautiful tree. Within Shamanic Journey, we usually journey to a tree and we work with the upper, lower, and middle realms. So it's not uncommon to journey to a tree when you're meditating, because tree energy, that grounding, it's a combination of grounding and air and water, and it's all these incredible things that I just love tree energy. And Sam will actually be doing classes on working with tree energy, because that is one of his things. He works with the crystals and the trees and things like that. So I did a meditation. Patricia Jenke says, I did a meditation on my Akashic records and it looked like a large library with rows and rows of books. So when I do the trance, the soul awakening healing session, and I'm walking with you through trance, that is one of the things that we do, is we go and we look into your Akashic halls. And just today, I was sitting here talking to my guides about, I just was tickled, and I have these row of red seats, the red velvet, really beautiful seats in my Akashic halls. And I've always gone, and if you've watched me, you probably heard me say, I never get to sit in the red seats. And I never really realized what they were for. I have sat in them one time and I was watching my own, I asked them to give me my own record, and they sat me down in the seat and they showed me one of my records. And I was told, because normally I let people just look into the portal that I open, that Saint Germain opens with me to help on this healing session. And I usually just allow people to look into the portal, but I was told today that I'm allowed to invite, I did not know this, and this is so cool. I'm allowed to invite people through that portal with me to sit in those chairs while I'm doing retrieval, while I'm doing soul retrieval. So I didn't realize that. That's something they spoon fed me today, and I'm like, okay. And that's how my guides kind of do it, is they drip feed me information as to, okay, we're going to level up now, because we started with soul tapping and now we're taking it to trance. And then and by trance, it's that I'm walking through with you, not trance mediumship, but more along lines of trance, where we walk through the theta brainwave. And so it's just really interesting that they chose to say that I could invite people to sit in those chairs. And I thought it was random information, but the more I think about it, I've always looked at those chairs and gone, why can't I just sit in the chairs? I mean, they just feel very sacred. And that's what they told me today, is today I can start inviting people to sit in those chairs. So let's see, I'm sorry. I started talking. Okay. Sue McCarthy, the electrical vibrations are getting stronger in my meditations. Isn't that the coolest thing? Aaron says, I've been using my eye mask in shamanic native drumming with binaural beats, 50 minutes a day. 50 minutes? Good Lord, boy. Good grief. You trying to be a superhero? It is interesting, though. It is, especially when you put the eye cover on and you don't have that matrix thing going on. Okay. You fall asleep and have a jolting. Okay. Donna says, so far my meditations put me to sleep, which is totally fine. But I have been awakened from a deep sleep like 4 times now, hearing the name Harrison. Could I have a guide's name Harrison? Absolutely. This is one way that they can come across and tell you, hey, look, listen, you're getting clairaudience. So pay attention to it. Next time you go to meditate, ask Harrison to come in. Be specific. Be specific, Bob. No. Call in Harrison and ask this individual to come in and give you a little bit more information. Lisa Gomez says, I can't stay focused. Life is hard, man. We struggle for focus sometimes. It's difficult, and it's a practice. 2 minutes though. Try 2 minutes. You feel like poop. I'm so sorry, Brandy. I'm definitely sending you healing energy, and if you're open to that, this is a wonderful group of high vibrating people that would love to send you energy. I'm sure Brandy, you guys, is the medium that I've been taking classes from in Tulsa. So if she needs help, if she would like to request healing, she's welcome to do that. I'm not going to throw her under the spiritual bus and say send it to her unless she needs it and she wants it. Okay. And I appreciate that, Brandy. I just love you to pieces. Okay. Leslie says astral travel is the biggest aha rising out of your body. It's weird. It is. It almost feels like a balloon coming right up, and a lot of people will just pull that balloon right back down, and that is incredible that you're just letting go and letting it happen. Some people, it happens too spontaneously, and that can be frightening, but if you're doing it with intention, awesome. Jim Foster says, how do you see Akashic records? That would be cool to learn. Actually, Jim, there is a very, it's not a long meditation, but if you go to mymysticallife.com, in the meditations tab, there is a shamanic journey that will take you to your Akashic records. It's done with Archangel Metatron, and it's just a channeled session with him, and he is fantastic on taking people's hands and walking them right to their halls. I just love working with Metatron. Isis says, my spirit guide had introduced himself to me during a meditation. His name is Lucas. I love it. I love it. I'm just so excited for you guys. I really am. And some of these people are students. Some of these people are just people that have joined in on our discussions. And I'm just always excited to see people open up and become amazing. We are all amazing. All of us. Every one of us can do all of this. Welcome, Gail. Well, welcome. And Linda. Hi, everybody. So we were just kind of going over what we pick up in meditations. And one of the things I run into with students is a lot of people say, I can't meditate. I don't get anything. I don't know who my guides are. I don't do this. I don't do that. And what I'm here to tell you is you have to change your verbiage. If you want to be successful in doing this, you have to say, I'm working on the best communication that is perfect for me at this moment, right here, right now. Instead of, I can't do this and I can't do that, because you're building yourself blockages. So make sure you're always paying attention to your verbiage when you do this, because there is a guide out there trying to communicate with you. Absolutely. Every one of us is guided. We're never alone. We just have to figure out how to hear them. Patricia says, dreaming every night is weird, and I remember the dreams. I'm in my 30s. I still dream weird. Hey, you're going to dream weird your whole entire life. Your whole entire life. That's your subconscious coming to the front going, hey, this is what we want you to know. And you are burying it through a bunch of bullshit throughout the course of the day. Amy says, so when meditating and walking every step, it is like electric currents from my feet to the ground when I lift my foot. Well, I guess you're getting some really good grounding. I love that, Ricky. When he's been meditating, his dad has been visiting. Isn't that amazing that we can create that bond that connects us to the other side, and we can feel that love and that cradling of our soul family that says, hey, I'm never leaving you. You're right here. We're here to help. I love that. Erin says, I'm just going into it, focusing on breathing. And this is this is the second class we did. Our first class was on journaling. And then our second class was on breathing, because it's that important to incorporate good breathing techniques into all aspects of your spiritual practice. Even if it's just the beginning of your meditation, some good deep cleansing breaths really help bring you into a dump mode where you can get rid of a bunch of emotional garbage. Brittany Crow says, still falling asleep and feeling like I've blacked out, coming to before the end of the guided meditation and remembering nothing. Here's what I want to tell you, Brittany. Your guide, and this is what your guides are saying. You could feel as if you were faking through the whole thing. Okay? They're like, you could feel as if you were pretending that you were meditating. Instead, they took the stress away from you, and they're like, okay, here you go. You're getting the most intense healing in those moments, the most intense information. And that's what I've been taught through my whole entire journey, is my spiritual journey, is if you feel like you've fallen asleep through a meditation, you have no recollection of your meditation whatsoever, you're doing great. Okay? You don't have to remember to make huge leaps and strides. You don't. You're still doing it. So you're fine. Don't worry about it. I want you to set your intention that you're going to start remembering them, if that is what you choose to do. And set that intention that you are going to work with guides cognizantly. Okay. Okay. Donna has vivid dreams. I hardly remember my dreams. I've been getting up and this is so horrible. Don't shoot me. I get up in the middle of the night and then I'm like, oh, I got to remember that. And then I don't journal it and then I forget. But I have actually had somebody kind of bothering me in the middle of the night. And it's because I've been stressed and doing all of these different things, trying to pull all this together. And poor Sam spent the weekend with me trying to figure out how to do stuff. And he was, at the end of the weekend, he's like, I don't even know how you've done this because it's a lot. But when I get stressed, I have an energy that likes to slip in and give me shit. And I have tried to transition him over, and he has transitioned, but he keeps coming back and forth and being a little booger. I don't know. He's part of my lesson or something. I don't know. Heidi, recently I've seen 2 past lives during the Akashic. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome? Thank you. We have some stuff coming up, you guys. We have stuff coming up. Diana says it would be awesome to sit with you. It would be a lot of fun. I love sitting in circle because the energy in a room, this is like, we have tons of energy in here, you guys. We all generate this really great energy in here. And, but boy, when you can sit in a room with a bunch of people, the energy just goes, whoo, and I love cruises. I love cruises. So I'm hoping, matter of fact, I got an email that something along those lines are going to be floating back around. So 2022, early part of 2022. When I know more information, you guys will know more information. Okay, so let's go. You guys are really resonating high today. I will be setting up, that's part of my list of things today. I will be setting up a schedule to be online at a certain time each day. Not every day, but 3 days a week. I will be online 3 days a week, chatting with people and doing readings and stuff. And I'm going to get it set up as a specific time because I figured it'd probably be easier for you guys if you just didn't go, holy crap, I never know when she's coming on. And I need some consistency in my schedule. Sonia says, trance is deeper than meditations. How should one prepare for that? My appointment is booked. I saw you booked your appointment, Sonia. You don't have to prepare at all. You don't prepare at all. It is not your responsibility to put yourself into trance. That's what I'm going to do for you. And I actually walk you down into trance. And what I really, really love about this is you don't feel as if you're alone. We incorporate Archangel Michael, where you get to have a conversation with him right out the gate, right after we've got you settled into trance. And then I join you. And we walk hand in hand within Shamanic Journey. And you feel that. You feel that. You reach out, you take my hand, and we continue on, and you get to watch me do the healing session. So that's all part of the experience. You don't have to prep at all. At all. It doesn't, I've had 100% success. I've had 100% success on this so far. So we're good. We're good. Everybody is wonderful. Everything's great. Okay. And yes, trance is deeper. The trance I'm putting you into is deeper than just a regular theta brainwave. I'm taking you down. Pretty good. Pretty good. Those red chairs, you guys, I know it's just so weird sounding, right? Those red chairs, they have just meant something. And I was telling Sam the other day, and I know I haven't done any reading yet, and I'm so sorry. I was telling Sam the other day, of course, we always say we are where we're supposed to be at any given time, especially us. We have always landed with his job exactly where we need to be to take ourselves to the next level. And here, right now in Hawaii is the perfect time for what we're doing at the moment with the community, the online community, which is right here. Let me put the link right here. If you're not signed up and don't know about our online community, that right there will take you to a free download that walks you through how to sign up, but it's also about your clairs. So if you're already in the community, you guys, you've already seen this probably, but if you're not, oh, why did that not go through on Facebook? And see, if I do it too much, they give me like a hard time. They start blocking me. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I kind of, like, I'm not outside very often, and I'm here in beautiful, beautiful Hawaii. But this moment is more important, is getting this online community set up, and the membership site is set up. I'm really pleased that we got that done. We're working on the next level. But the thing is, if I had been home in Ohio, I wouldn't have had time to do this because I'd been a million different other places. I know, I did say sex. I'm so sorry. I would so be outside doing whatever. I'd be out with the horses, I'd be out in the barn, I'd be out doing something else. I wouldn't have dedicated myself to this. If I was in Oklahoma, I'd be working on the house. I would not have dedicated myself to this. So right here, right now, in this energy is where I need to be. And I'm telling you what, it's just amazing. Okay, hi Gabriella. How's your mom? How is your mom? No, I can't blame that one on no, I can't. I did. Thanks for catching that, everybody. Okay, okay, all right. So let's if everybody could share one time, that would be fabulous. Let's go back, and I'm going to scroll back up to the top of what it let me do here. I need to try and build a schedule for myself because I am floating. I'm trying to cover a million different bases, and I just don't have that structure in the middle of my day. Like I worked on something today, and by the time I got done, I was at 1 o'clock. I'm like, oh man, oh man. So let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to Donna Culverhouse. I see her son Nathan is with her, and I'm gonna pull him a card, and I want to talk about the nature aspect of Nathan. He is an earth energy. So grounding is going to be very important with him in life to make sure he stays even keel. If he starts to feel as if he's not paying attention in school, he's not getting ideas, he's not as productive as he could be, or if his grades drop, pay attention to the energy involved in that. Go sit outside in the grass. Enjoy the outside because you are definitely an outside element. So also talking about you being very, very smart. So don't ever doubt anything you can do in life because if you put your mind to it, you can definitely accomplish it. You've had quite a few intellectual past lives that you were in charge of businesses. So just know that you are an entrepreneur at heart. And always make sure you have that nature sanctuary. That's what they're talking about. You need to have a space that you can set for yourself, that you can go. This is where I'm comfortable. This is where I feel as if I am at ease. And this is important. We all need to have that place that we can feel comfortable. And whether it's outside or inside yourself, if it's meditation, that's great as well. Okay. All right. So, boy, I started reading. Everybody's like, here I am. Okay. If you guys are on, let me know. Give me a shout out. Oh, I see Gabriella. Yeah, tell her I said hi. I haven't heard from her in a while, and I know I'm horrible at getting out with people. I really am. I really, really am. Okay, there are not enough hours in the day. I really, and then when Sam gets home from work, I really don't want to do anything else. I just kind of want to sit and do whatever he's doing. Okay. Monica Skies, I want to tell you that if he starts having headaches, then he needs to, then it's something that he really does need to go to the doctor. Because I get this, I get a kind of a pain in my head and over down my neck a little bit and and in my left side of my head. So just make sure you're paying attention. Make sure, and kind of don't be judgy about it because he won't tell you as much as if you are just like, oh, how you feeling? Just be very casual. Be very casual. Okay, let's go with Erin Kilmer pulling out a card for you, and it is this one. It's about being aware. Make sure, oh, this is what they want you to know. Be aware of what you have going on around you. Pay attention to all the little things that are going on. And I believe this is about your meditation, but I also want you to tell you, don't take just that, okay? Just don't overload yourself so that you are not paying attention to other things. Don't fixate on just meditation. Sit outside, listen to the birds, bring in all those elements of grounding for you because it's not just about doing the one thing, it's about being aware of a couple things that you need to do. Okay, moving on. Crystal Graham, I want to talk to you about, she wrote something, and I try not to read usually what people are writing just because I don't want to have too much information. And I want to talk to you about self-limiting beliefs and what you have going on in your life, because somebody told you, and this is kind of what I feel about hexes and spells and stuff like that. Someone tells you that this is what's happening to you, and then all of a sudden your brain, your subconscious holds on to that and says, hey, this is what's happening to me. It becomes part of your vibration, part of your energetic pattern. So make sure you change that. I don't think that you have anything negative attached to you. I would say that you probably have increased your, not increased, what is it they're saying? They show you vibrating here, and then thought process is bringing you down, and then you have a new energy. So start raising your vibration through just simple things, sitting for 2 minutes and going inward, turning inward, and just enjoying a couple moments of silence and vibrating out this beautiful light blue color that is going to help protect you in every single way. Call in Archangel Michael, just so you feel protected, because I really don't feel like you have a protection. And here's the good news: the higher you vibrate, the less anything's going to attach to you. So increase your vibration. Carry some nice crystal clear quartz on you, as well as some fluorite. And I think that you are going to be fine. It's just, don't pay attention to what somebody else has told you. You have to go, and I tell this to a lot of people, go with what it feels right for you. Because if you're going by what somebody else told you, and I'll tell people this in readings, if I'm doing readings all the way, and by the way, guys, all my links are underneath here. Everything I do and say, you can find at mymysticallife.com. If, I know, right? Plug. If you are paying attention to what other people tell you all the time, then you're going to be manifesting what they tell you. Instead, manifest your own destiny. Make it your own thing. I don't have an attachment. I'm going to vibrate high, and I'm going to create connection that is going to be off the charts incredible. And I will be talking to angels and all of my guides and all that. Manifest it. Because if you're revolving in negative, then negative will always come back. So that's what they want you to know. Yep. Okay. All right, let's go with Renee Stevens. Renee Stevens. Renee, that's so interesting you ask who walks with you, because normally I just would go on and give you a reading. And as I see that, I get this gentleman, and he's about 5'6". I would call him, he says Bostonian. Older. He's part of your soul circle, by the way. He's been in lifetime with you before, in this particular lifetime that he's showing himself represented as. I'm going to call this like 1800s. And he has this walk with him, that he walks with his hands behind his back and his head's down a little bit. And it's not a straight walk. It's almost like a shuffle side to side, but moving forward. It is the strangest little walk that I've ever seen. But he's talking about shuffling around in life, and sometimes not moving as forward as concisely and as decisively as you should be, and that he's trying to help you create more forward movement rather than waffling, because that's the word he gives me, is he's waffling. And he's trying to help you move forward on some decisions that are going to create a feeling of prosperity for you in this life. So making concise decisions is what this gentleman is there to help you with. Is that spot on with your little genius, Donna? Awesome. Okay. Edwin, I will pull a card for you on that. And it's right here. I don't even know what it is. I hope it's not upside down. It is. It's all about There, I'm just going to let you read it because I could not explain it any better than what they have there. Step back and put energy into it. Step back and put energy into it. All right, moving on. Let's go with Sandy Sargent. Sandy Sargent. I'm hearing something, but I'm not able to make out quite what it is. It's very muffled and very... I'm going to give you the name that I'm given, and I have no idea if this name means anything to you, but I hear the name Arthur. I hear the name Arthur, and it's off to my right side, so I really feel like it's somebody that's probably passed away in the family at one point in time. I don't know. I hope you know an Arthur because that's all I get from it. And it's very muffled and very, I don't know. It sounds like underwater. Very, very strange. Okay, moving on. If everybody could share one time, that would be fabulous. Absolutely love you for it. Here is the link. If you're not part of the online membership, it is $11.11 a month, you guys. Super affordable. We did it that way on purpose. We wanted to make it accessible, but yet it's a huge platform, so we had to do something. But there's 3 levels to the membership, and it's 4 classes a month, of a guided meditation a month, and this is just the bottom level, and then a guided healing. Yeah, there you go. A healing a month, a video as well. So that's the link to that, and we have an online community that we are building with incredible people, and we are really impressed. We've only been out for 5 days, and we have almost 30 people in the community, and I'm floored, absolutely floored. I'm just so excited. It's really cool. Okay, moving back on here. Let's see. Yes, higher vibrations definitely pushes negative energy away in all cases. In all cases. If you're having a bad day and someone across the room starts laughing, it changes the energy in the room. And pretty soon people don't know what the hell they're laughing about, but it's funny. And you walk out maybe from that room that afternoon feeling a whole lot better than when you walked in. It's about energy. Every case. Okay, moving on. I hope that helps, Crystal. I really do, because your energy is a little bit erratic. It has this almost like and this is exactly what they're showing me. It's like your thought pattern is like up here, and then you're like, oh, but so-and-so said this. And then, so you have these dips that goes in this, and you are an empath. So you're taking on other people's thought patterns as well. You're taking on their energy. So not only are you experiencing what they told you, you're re-experiencing the energy that person radiated at that time as well, to say, hey, you have negative, and that's that negative feeling that goes with it. So you are pulling in somebody else's emotion when you have issues like that, and you believe that. So, and that's fine. Everybody is, you just need to learn to protect yourself a little bit more emotionally. Debbie Morass: meditated last night and a woman in a red dress sat down next to me. Would that be a guide? I cannot tell you, Debbie. I cannot. What I can tell you can do, though, is think about this, okay? I want you to, in your mind's eye, right now, right here, right now, I want you to, in your mind's eye, think of that woman. Okay? And then I want you to think, this is like a test, you guys. It's not really a test. I want you to then visualize big neon letters. Left neon letters say yes, and on the right, the neon letters say no. Okay? So, okay, now we've got these letters visualized, and they're just a big black background, yes and no. Is that a guide? Which sign lights up? And I want to know. I want to know. Oh no, Amber Allen's eating rice cakes. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I broke down yesterday. Well, so we had macadamia nut pancakes yesterday. I haven't had any since I've been here. It's so hard. And then I got pineapple yesterday. Oh God, there's nothing like Oahu pineapple. That it doesn't ship off island, and they only pick it when it's ripe. Anything off this island, I won't even eat pineapple anymore. I'm ruined. Anyhow, I want to know what your signs lit up. Maureen says, what part of Hawaii are you in? I'm from Kapolei. Maureen, I'm in Kapolei. I'm in Kapolei. I am on the hills. I'm on the hills in the back. Last time we were here with the coconut plantation, which was nice. But here we don't have any flat or condo mates, so that's even better. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay. Renee Trekowski. Trekowski. Oh, okay. Okay. I want to talk really, Renee, about an energy that I'm going to tell you what I feel. Okay. You guys, your clairs come across so differently on oxygen. And I also, I have Archangel Michael sitting here going, this person is definitely cradled in love. And just know that this person's okay. I hope that somebody you know that you can call off the top of your head that might have been that is just coming across saying, hi, I'm here, I'm okay. I know you guys are talking about the pineapple. Sonia, I recommend a trip to Hawaii. I really do. Not because of the sea turtles and not because of the whales and the beautiful sights. And yes, they're gorgeous. The energy here is off the charts, amazing. Yeah, I agree, Maureen. I'm in love with it here. This is not our first time here. We've been here. We were here a year ago. Oh no, we were here 4 years ago for a year. And their pineapple is, oh my God, I can't even tell you how good the pancakes are. I can't tell you. Okay, so where did she go? Did she see anything did Debbie see anything in the neon lights? I don't see where she said anything. Some people like rice. I like them. I like rice cakes with peanut butter. Isn't that a cool way to do it? That's what her guides were telling me, actually. Because normally I do the internal pendulum. You know, I say, hey, which way is the pendulum going? But they were like, no, you'll see, the neon lights for her would be really good. I've never tried it that way. So that's kind of why I was like, that's really cool. But anyhow, but their pineapple here is my favorite. I won't eat pineapple anywhere else just because you didn't see anything. You saw no, Debbie, and that's okay. That's okay. What does it want to go home mean? Heart or other side of the body? No. I understand, Patricia. Oh, the pineapple is so sweet. Pick it and ship it. It has to be kind of green. So when you come over here, the pineapple's yellow. It's so good. It's so good. I can't even. I have an extra bedroom. Except for COVID. Anyhow. Okay. All right. So absolutely. Where did she go? Maureen. Absolutely, Maureen. Maureen, first of all, I want to talk about divine connection. They're showing me, and this is my new way, I guess they're gonna expressing it lately, is showing me having people pull stars down, and they're showing me that means star seeds, and they're talking about, oh well, hold on, let me see what constellation that is. Lyrian starseed. Yeah, Lyrian starseed. So they're talking about your old lives that you've had, and I know that you've had extraterrestrial past lives, and you're interesting. So I'm just going to give you interesting. You have very high vibrating guide. I mean, a really high vibrating guide, and I'm trying to they're talking about division, and they're talking about how, and this is really, really interesting because I've not had anybody come across with this kind of information. They're talking about on the other side how you are trying to work on two different lessons, major lessons at one time. So you're actually percentaged off into a couple different lives right now. Like you're working in this life as this lesson right here, right now. But interdimensionally in time, you're working in another lifetime with a percentage of, because when we're on the other side, we are whole. When we're all of our lives are not working, and then when we're not functioning on any other plane, we're all whole on the other side. And we can go, okay, so I'm going to keep 15% over here to keep everything functioning and be higher self. And then on the other side, we may put, oh, now I have to do math. So let's say 10%, 45 and 45 into different lifetimes and give the energy there so that they can learn. That was so bad, wasn't it? I didn't want to fraction anything. So that there's these multiple lives going at one time. And that's what they show me, is they show me that you are working on two major lessons right now in different timelines and different timelines. So I don't even know. It's just interesting. And I needed to let you also know that the other one is a male past life, and I'm not quite sure why. And they're also, okay, I understand. Wow, you have a very informative guide. And he's talking, this is about working in the past. There's actually, you have a life going on in the past and this one as well. So you have this really incredible guy that's talking about how you may feel like you're not always accomplishing all of your goals because you're not able to roll at 100%. We're never going to roll 100% here, but usually we have a higher percent that we dictate to a lifetime, and you decided you needed to work on different things at the same time to try and gain up. And I almost feel like you're trying to catch up with somebody else or part of your soul group that's already moved forward a little bit further. So you've had some struggles. Hi, Ellie. You've had some struggles on learning lessons, and it's just you on the other side felt a little pulled back a little bit. So you were working harder on some stuff. I think that is truly amazing that you have a guide that wants to come across and give that information, because that is not something I've ever given anybody else before, where I'm like, okay, you've got this and this going on at the same time. But also, it's about the starseed aspect of that, because you have a lot of knowledge under your belt to start with. So they're like, you can handle it. No big deal. You missed it. You missed it, Ellie. Hi, Ellie. How are you? Okay. You can come hang with me for doing. Actually, you guys, I'm out of here probably the third week in August. I'm kind of excited. I don't know where I'm going though. I don't have a plane ticket yet. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know, but we'll see. 2 towers were down. Okay. Okay, Maureen, I have no idea. That is totally new information for me to ever have come across, where they're talking about percentages. And I know that it's like the top of my head. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. So I can actually feel it in the top of my head, that energy coming in. So, yeah. All right. Makes my ears pop a little bit. Zeta, let's do Zeta. I'm supposed to pull you a card, Zeta. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Okay. I wish I knew where I was going too. And you would think that a psychic would know this, an intuitive should know, but oh man, it just does not work that way. I thought this worked that way when I started. I didn't start till I was 38. I'm like, it's going to be like that program medium and I'm going to know everything. And then it didn't work like that program medium. Although she didn't know everything either. She had a rough time. Okay. Who was I pulling this for? Oh, this was for Zeta. Making sure, that's so funny that when this is the card that I pulled, because the first thing I heard when I started pulling this card was Sunshine, Lollipops, and Roses. And that's one of those joyful songs where like, create your own song, create what you want to have coming for you. Make sure you're putting out there what you want to have come in. And here they're saying, hey, dance to the rhythm of your drum. Make sure you're bringing in that joy so you have that joy to dance to. So they're really talking about you manifesting things in life that are going to be prosperous for you. I know. You know, I really, I loved Program Medium. I was devastated, absolutely devastated. I had no idea that the program was getting ready to go off the air. And so I'm sitting there and watching the finale. I didn't know it was a finale. And I'm sitting there, I'm going, man, this has to be a dream. I mean, this has to be a dream for her because like her husband wouldn't die in this program. There's no way. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I was so confused. I was so confused. And then it just ended and I was like, son of a monkey. I was so disturbed. So disturbed. Okay. I don't even look at my own records. I just you know. Okay. All right, guys, you know what? I'm going to bail up off here. I've got more stuff to do. Like I said, I'm trying to stay on a schedule. I will be posting what my schedule will be to be on here, though, because for the next month, I should be pretty well regimented and scheduled. And if I'm not out enjoying beautiful Hawaii on the beach, then I will be in here online. So I didn't know it was the last episode. It was devastating. It was devastating. I was so depressed because she lost her health. I was bawling like a baby, left me an emotional wreck. It was horrible. So, oh, I love that, Lori. Lori wants to learn so she can get better. And I'll tell you what, each step you take, and then about a year into it, you look back and you go, wow, I can't believe I've come so far. It is really just amazing. So here, once again, you guys, if you're not part of our mailing list for the newsletter and all the other stuff we're doing, that is it. If you're not a part, if you're already a part, you got that class already. That is a link to the video that says, hey, you're clairvoyant, you're clairsentient, you're clair something. Everybody has something that they do and they may not realize it. So that's the video that takes you into describe some of the different types of clairs. So anyhow, everybody have a great afternoon. Find love, find light, find joy. Oh, and now Sam, everybody say hi, Sam. Find joy and you guys feel divine because you are. All right, guys. Talk to you later.